So, let's talk about money. I know. It can feel like a big, scary monster hiding under your bed. Sometimes it roars. Sometimes it just sits there, silently judging your online shopping habits. But what if I told you that managing your money is not that complicated? In fact, it's a lot like life itself. It has seasons. It changes. The plan you need when you're 22, fresh out of school and living on instant noodles, is definitely not the same plan you need when you're 52 and thinking about a nice quiet beach somewhere. The secret isn't finding one magic plan. It's about finding the right plan for the right time. Think of it like this. You wouldn't wear your tiny kindergarten shorts to a board meeting, right? It just wouldn't work. The same goes for your money strategy. What works in your youth, when your biggest asset is time, needs to evolve as you get older and your priorities shift. Your financial plan should be a living, breathing thing that grows with you. It should understand your goals, respect your risks. It's about being smart, not about being a Wall Street genius. We're going to walk through this journey, decade by decade, to build a plan that fits you perfectly at every stage. The goal here is simple: to make your money work for you, not the other way around. We want to turn that scary monster into a friendly, well-trained pet that fetches you financial security. We'll break it down into easy, bite-sized pieces. Before we dive into the different decades, let's lay down some ground rules. These are the fundamentals, the non-negotiables that apply whether you're 25 or 65. Think of these as the constitution of your financial life. Rule number 1 is simple: spend less than you earn. I know it sounds ridiculously obvious, like telling someone to breathe, but you'd be surprised how many people get this wrong. It's the absolute bedrock of wealth building. If more money is going out than coming in, you're digging a hole. Creating a simple budget isn't about restriction, it's about awareness. It's just a tool to tell your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. Rule number 2, always have an emergency fund. Life is unpredictable. Your car will break down. Your pet needs to see the vet. That's just how the universe works sometimes. An emergency fund is your financial superhero, swooping in to save the day so you don't have to go into debt or sell your investments at the worst possible time. The classic advice is to have 3 to 6 months worth of basic living expenses saved in a separate, easily accessible account. This isn't your investment money. This is your break glass in case of life money. It's the buffer between you and chaos. Welcome to your 20s and 30s. This is the Launchpad. This is where you build the rocket ship that will take you to your financial dreams. At this stage, your single greatest superpower is time. You have decades ahead of you for your money to grow, which means you can afford to take on more risk for a much greater reward. The magic of compound interest, where your earnings start earning their own earnings, is at its most powerful when it has a long runway. $1 invested at 25 is worth dramatically more than $1 invested at 45. You are in the driver's seat of a financial powerhouse, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. During this phase of life, your main focus should be on growth. You are in accumulation mode. You are planting the seeds that will grow into a massive forest of financial security later on. This means your investment portfolio should lean heavily towards things like stocks or stock market index funds. These are considered higher risk, but they also offer the highest potential for long-term growth. Don't be scared by the ups and downs of the market. When the market dips, think of it as a sale. You get to buy more shares at a lower price. Your long-time horizon is your shield against short-term volatility. Another key theme for this decade is learning. You don't need to become a financial wizard, but you do need to understand the basics of investing. Now we enter the 40s and 50s. Welcome to what I call the power decades. By now you've likely hit your peak earning years. You've been building your career, your family, and hopefully, your nest egg. The small sapling you planted in your 20s has grown into a respectable tree. Your focus now begins to subtly shift. While growth is still important, The theme of this era is balance and protection. You've built a small kingdom, and now you need to make sure you have a strong wall and a deep moat around it. You have more to lose, so you need to be a bit more careful. The frantic accumulation phase of your 20s starts to calm down. You're no longer just trying to build wealth. You're now trying to preserve the wealth you've already created. This doesn't mean you stop investing. It just means you start to dial back the risk just a little bit. You might start to introduce more stable assets into your portfolio, like bonds. Think of it like adjusting the sails on your boat. In your 20s, you had the sails wide open to catch every bit of wind. Now, as you get closer to the harbor of retirement, you might tighten them a bit for a smoother, more controlled journey. This is also the time to get serious about protecting your assets and your income. This means making sure you have the right kind of insurance. Do you have adequate life insurance to protect your family if something happens to you? And then, one day, you make it. You reach the destination. You have achieved financial freedom. This doesn't necessarily mean you stop working. It means you no longer have to work for money. Work becomes a choice, not a necessity. You can choose to keep working at a job you love, or you can start a new passion project, or you can volunteer, or you can travel the world, or you can just sit on your porch and read books. The point is, you have options. Your time is now truly your own. This is the ultimate prize for decades of discipline and smart planning. At this stage, your entire financial mindset shifts again. You are no longer in accumulation mode or even preservation mode. You are now in distribution mode. You are no longer focused on growing your nest egg. You are focused on using your nest egg to generate a reliable income to live on. Your portfolio is now designed to create cash flow. This is where dividend-paying stocks can become important. This is where bonds can become important. This is where real estate rental income can become important. You're not trying to hit home runs anymore. As we stand here on this Christmas Eve of 2025, it's a good time to think about the future. Building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. It's a journey that unfolds over decades, with different challenges and different opportunities at every turn. The key, as we've seen, is to align your financial strategy with your season of life. You wouldn't plant seeds in the winter. You wouldn't harvest in the spring. In the same way, you invest for aggressive growth in your youth. You shift towards preservation and income as you approach retirement. It's a natural, logical progression. Don't let the numbers or the terminology intimidate you. At its core, this is all very simple. Spend less than you make. Save and invest consistently. Avoid bad debt. Let time and compounding do the heavy lifting for you. These aren't secrets of the ultra-rich. They are timeless principles available to everyone. It doesn't matter if you're starting with $50 or $5,000. What matters is that you start. You take that first step. You take the next one. You keep walking, even when the path gets a little rocky. The plan we've outlined is a roadmap, not a rigid set of instructions. Your personal journey will have its own unique twists and turns. By understanding these core stages,